Good morning. It is September 23rd, so I'm changing things up a little bit. I am going to do my extended daily readings here on YouTube. The shorter versions will be on my other social medias if you prefer to have those shorter videos to watch. But here we're going to talk more about what is going on with the planets, get a little deeper into the meetings, and pull some extra cards for the day as well. So today, as of yesterday, we are in Libra season, so it is officially fall. But this also means that we are in a conscious state of relationships, one-on-one interactions with others. There's more of a push, so this is usually considered like cuffing season where everybody's trying to find a significant other, right? However, Venus, the ruling planet of Libra, is in Scorpio, where things can become quite intense. They can become spicy in the fun, freaky deaky ways, but also spicy in the dangerous ways as well. There can be obsession, stalking, and things like that, but it's also just an intensity, right? So you can find that your connections with others become a bit more intense. You can find that there's kind of like an investigative feeling. People might be trying to like dig to the bottom of actual problems and fix them before moving forward. Now keep in mind that the South Node is still in Libra. If the sun's going to be crossing over it here in a few days, we are releasing relationships that do not allow us to be who we truly are. We are letting go of codependency, people pleasing, playing devil's advocate. So this digging into the bottom of the problems that Venus and Scorpio can bring, that's going to feed who you're supposed to be letting go of, who is not allowing you to be yourself. Excuse me. Now, today the moon is in Gemini, so that is putting Mercury in charge, and Mercury is still in Virgo. This is actually... I'm not a fan of this energy, honestly, because Gemini wants to keep things more lighthearted, more surface level. The moon is going to conjunct Jupiter, so it's going to expand that energy of trying to keep things a little more lighthearted, whereas Virgo wants to, talk about the details of something. Maybe it doesn't necessarily want to get as deep as like the Scorpio energy does, but it's still wanting to actually talk about something on a realistic level. And when you add these two energies together, this is kind of almost like mean-spirited jokes, negging, things like that. The ones where they say something awful about you and then you get mad and they're like, well, what? I was just joking. Like, it's that type of energy that I'm seeing today. And that's really conflicting with that Venus and Scorpio that's wanting to dig deeper, that's wanting to get to the root of a problem. So today could be a little feisty when it comes to that. Now, Venus and Scorpio also has a little bit of a money obsession as well. There can be this need to find relationships that are financially stable. It's got like a sense of trying to build a legacy attached to it as well. So just keep that in mind, that if you're in a relationship or you're looking for relationships, make sure that you're not making money that number one priority, because Scorpio is very transformative energy. You also need to make sure that you're looking at yourself in this transformation as well, and you're not creating a pattern of getting into relationships where you're not allowed to be yourself simply because the money's good, right? So just keep that in mind as well as you're going through these next few weeks, really. Energy of the day for the cards, we have 10 of Pentacles. So this is an energy of stability. This is that legacy kind of energy going on underneath of everything. So you may be feeling that throughout the day. You may be feeling like this either you're feeling stable yourself or you're feeling like you need to look for stability. You need to look for something that is creating a legacy for yourself. Make sure that you are keeping in mind that you need to build your own legacy, not a legacy with somebody else, because we do need to be letting go of that codependency. What we are focusing on is the Emperor. Don't allow this like relationship-based intensity to have you letting go of what you have built, okay? So the Emperor is protecting his kingdom, basically. He is ready to fight for whatever it is that he's built. Make sure that you are still focusing on yourself and making sure that you're not giving up yourself for other people. What we're avoiding is the Magician. Don't try to create something where there is nothing. Okay, there might be somebody that, or whether, and this doesn't have to be romantic, keep that in mind. This is also relationships as far as friendships, business partnerships, things like that. You don't have to don't try to create a connection with somebody when your gut is telling you that it ain't there. When they are clearly not interested in creating this partnership or relationship with you. The Venus in Scorpio is incredibly investigative. Again, there's obsession potential, especially if you're not used to it, because it's in its detriment there. It doesn't work very well there. So really make sure that you're not obsessing over something and trying to make something happen when there is nothing there to actually happen. On the bottom of the card deck, we do have Knight of Wands. So this is like an underlying energy of, we got to go. Let's, it's fun. It's spicy, like in a good way, spicy. So there's like this underlying energy of just wanting things to happen, wanting to make things happen, wanting to make relationships happen or friendships happen. So just make sure that you are putting yourself first in the decisions that you're making today, and you're really paying attention to your intuition. With Venus and Scorpio is incredibly intuitive. Make sure that you are listening to your intuition and you're not trying to force things that are not really there, okay? Now I'm going to pull some clarifiers for our 10 of Pentacles here. Clarifiers for 10 of Pentacles. Let me throw those all over the place. Hold on. All right. First clarifier is death and rebirth here. So there's a transformation happening. That is that Scorpio Venus going on there. That is the Scorpio card. Let's get one more, please. Queen of Pentacles. So again, this is like a financial transformation. It is a transformation of stability. It's a transformation of legacy. So again, there is this very scorpionic energy to the day of transforming, making sure that you have a future, you have something to leave behind when you're gone. So definitely keep that in mind as you're making decisions today, as you're having conversations today. What transformations do you need to make for your own stability and your own finances and your own home and family? So let's get some clarifiers on our Emperor here. Oh, we've got Knight of Cups. Oh, and 10 of Swords. All right. So I have a Scorpio Venus. And this is actually a very common thing, is we find ourselves in this constant transformation of relationships and money. And one thing that we have a tendency to do is end up in relationships or friendships out of a need for financial stability, right? But right now we're really being told, don't do that. Don't repeat that cycle. Again, we're focusing on making sure that we're protecting what we've built. We're not giving up what we've built for other people. And when you've got somebody coming in trying to be like, oh, here, I'll help you, right? We need to put a stop to that. We can't just be letting them in because you need more money or you need more stability. You can build that on your own. You don't need someone else, especially when you know your gut is going to tell you that that is not the person for you. It's not the friend for you. It's not the business partnership for you. Make sure that you're putting an end to this cycle of allowing somebody to come in and save the day, which just will end up basically toppling the kingdom that you're already building for yourself. So definitely stand your ground today. Make sure that you are focusing on your goals and protecting them from anyone who may be trying to come in and take them. Clarifiers for the Magician, please. Let's see. Got our Seven of Pentacles. Oh, and the Ace of Wands. Makes sense. Oh, look, the Lovers on the bottom. So watch your interactions with others today. Watch your conversations with others today. So we're not trying to create something out of nothing. We don't want to try to force something to happen that isn't really there, because we just have to adjust where we are. We just have to kind of, this is like a weeding your own garden, taking care of your own garden so that it can continue to grow. Don't get impatient. Things are moving. We're in the middle of eclipse season. We still have time to build things. Make sure you're not like letting your mind get the best of you today. And because when you take care of your own process, you take care of your own money, you take care of your own plans, and you make the adjustments you need to make, then a lot of times you'll find new ideas, new aha moments. Uranus retrograde in Taurus, that is those aha moments when it comes to stability, and it is also ruled by Venus. So definitely, as you go through the day, be cautious with your interactions with others. Don't allow people to come in and nag you into thinking that you need them. Don't try to create something when your intuition is telling you that it's not right. Don't let your focus be on the underlying energy of money and stability. Allow your focus to be more on yourself and what you need for yourself and what you've been building, and make sure that you're protecting that.